Okay, isn't that just a cute picture of the mother and child? Okay, what I wanted to explain is that the mother, that mom, is in my lifetime tree. But see, this illustration, I explained that there's a soul, and then there's the bodily lineages, and this person is in this lifetime tree, common soul tree, and then has lifetimes stemming from this person. Now, I'll just go ahead and make this a female here because I have a story. I'm a female originally, and then later I was given a course where I was locked into being a male. Okay, so there we go. And then now these corrupt people came and took us into captivity, and what they did is they from the same soul from our common soul tree, they made a stem with a different mind and a different body, a different heart, different altogether. And this person was in a lock, and she had many courses or whatever. But they were cruel and malintended, and she had to answer to many, many people who were very cruel to her. Okay, she had to answer to them, and this is not good. Just comparable to the slaves in Egypt who had to answer to a slaver. This was what was happening in the heavens. And through a coercive game, this person inevitably became my mother, Kristen. And she's coerced, meaning she's tortured. Period. She's tortured into submission, etc. And then she ends up carrying out some of their corrupt agenda. But these are acts that are in the agenda of somebody else. Okay, so she has committed acts to undermine me. But these primarily she is not guilty of. She's not guilty of these acts. Okay, and she was also set up and framed. Okay, so that meerkat in that picture is another lifetime that my mother Kristen has, and this is a natural passage into freedom. It's a perfect species design that will defeat this lock. It'll defeat it, right? Okay, now what's interesting is that there are several incarnations and the beginnings of life of creation trees all around. Like I walk around the streets every day, and it's not just one and then a lifetime tree, or not one and a creation tree. There are many incarnates here, and many such Madonnas and other people who are significant in a creation tree. I mean, they're all around. But me and my common soul tree are a Madonna. We're created. We were the first person that an incarnate created. Now, this incarnate creator that we have has a similar story. He has a common soul, and I guess I'll draw another one here. And then here's the incarnate when he incarnated, and then he just has been the same person. But from his soul, they made another stem of a different mind and a different heart. And this person has a similar story. This was in a malintended agenda from people who invaded. So there was a lock there, and he had to answer to many people. And this is he in a coercive game ended up becoming my friend Eric Anderson. And he also became my friend, and in their malintended corrupt agenda, and he would commit acts that undermined me. But the thing is that Eric and Kristen were not cruel to me. They were not. They did not inflict me with pain, unlike a few other family members have in my family. So these are acts that he's primarily not guilty of. Okay, so in the meerkat picture, the mother is another lifetime and passage of Kristen's, and her son, her child, is another lifetime and passage of Eric Anderson. And it's through these courses that we are defeating this lock, and they'll develop their freedom, and we'll help them to develop their freedom with such lifetime passages. Okay, so isn't this an interesting observation? We are not in the same kind of captivity that we once were in, like back in Egypt. Many of us were slaves, and we're in a later stage of becoming free, and we are much, much more free. However, when we look around, we still have diseases that are malprovided by these corrupt people misusing powers, and we still have malady, and we still have obstacles, many obstacles. But things are getting better. But we're not yet 100% free yet. So we're going to continue to develop the perfect things needed so we could achieve freedoms that we need, and that's part of the reason why I was given a vision, so I can communicate with people who are in the heavenly planes. They are planelings, right? See, here we're earthlings. Okay, so I look forward to learning more information and sharing it with you, and I hope you enjoy these videos. Oh, I wanted to mention that some other people who are in my Common Soul Lifetime Tree are Linda Carter and Enya, and also Jackie Kennedy and several others. Some people who are in my Incarnate Creators Common Soul and Lifetime Tree are Theodore Roosevelt, and there's also Dolly Parton and some other people that I'd like to help you learn more about. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you watch my videos again. Okay, but in Enya's videos, if you watch her videos in the very best of Enya, her collection, I'm being taught more about some of her art in my vision, and I'd like to just share with you a little bit about what I know. But she is made to resemble different people in her tree, and I wanted to tell my mother, Kristen, that in the video, only if you want to, you can fly away. That video only if, when Enya turns around and looks back and looks back at the viewer or the camera, she looks just like my mom, Kristen, and so that was intentional. She was given that reflection for a specific reason, and I wanted to mention that. I love you, Kristen. Okay, here I am again. Okay, see, I wanted to mention that sometimes we're joined. So that was Kristen. Kristen was there for the video in a joined state, and then we were able to. We joined with Enya, and Enya resembled Kristen more in that video. Now in another video, in the Orinoco Flow, when she begins, she kind of looks down and she's turning the cheek. She's turning the other cheek, and that's because there was a point where some evil man was cruel to me, and he had hit me. He had slapped me across the face, and I had turned the other cheek, and I was and Enya was made to. I was joined with Enya, and she was that's what I look like as a woman. When I looked a little bit younger, that's what I would look like as a female, as a woman. So there's a few different looks going on there. And if you're observant throughout her videos, you could see some of our other lineages showing up to merge with her and to help her to develop her song. So we hope all those out there will go ahead and develop good virtue for us and on our behalf, and as we develop more of the recovery process. And we want to thank you for your help.